boy, you're in a heap of trouble. So how did Lightning McQueen end up hanging by a telephone wire in the middle of downtown Radiator Springs? Well, let's flash back to what happened the last episode. He was lost, heading into town, had no idea where he was going. He was trying to find Mac. He was speeding down an old road with no lights and no street lights, and he passed by a big bulletin board on the side of the road, and who was hiding behind it? But Sheriff. And Sheriff gave chase. And his siren was wailing, his lights were flashing, and his car was going so fast it started backfiring. And Lightning McQueen thought somebody was shooting at him. He was there, oh no, they're shooting at me. Next thing you know, he ends up into this strange town. He had no idea where he was. In the meantime, it was a pretty ordinary Saturday night for the folks at Radiator Springs. Luigi and Guido were tidying up the back of their yards. Ramon was getting ready for bed. Flo was calling it a night. Serge and Fillmore were looking at the street light, trying to decide which was flashing more. Lizzie was snoring away in her room at the curio shop. And Red was here. Where's Red? He was watering the plants around the town founder Stanley. He was just spraying water around. It was pretty quiet. All of a sudden, the silence was shattered by a race car screaming through town, chased by a sheriff in hot pursuit. Lightning had no idea where he was going because he had no headlights, and he was tangled up in wires and everything. He was hitting cones as he went through town. He ended up with tires for his eyes when he ran through Luigi's. And this is night vision again, it's hard to see. He had no idea where he was going. The next thing you know, he got tangled up in some more wires. Suddenly, the wires get tangled up all around Stanley, and Lightning starts pulling Stanley all over town. He has no idea what's going on, but Stanley is actually tearing the pavement up in Radiator Springs, destroying the pavement, making ruts and holes and everything. All the residents are in shock, saying, "What's going on?" And Fillmore turns to Sarge and says, "Am I the only one seeing this?" And Lightning is terrified. He's going crazy, tearing the town to shreds. And all of a sudden, Stanley gets caught in some telephone wires himself and pulls really tight and flings right back to where he was. He ended up in the exact same spot he was, but all of a sudden Lightning is tangled up on the wires, and he finds himself caught up in the wire. He can't move, his engine's revving, and Sheriff drives up calmly and looks at him and says, "Boy, you're in a heap of trouble." Little did he know that he destroyed the town's pavement. That's all he had of the town was the road, and Lightning destroyed it by towing up Stanley. He wakes up in the morning in the impound.